back in Week 1. The Dolphins won a blowout in their first game against the Jets. Can New York even the score? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Tua now on first down. This is Hillman with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Tua. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 5 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU. It's Zach Wilson.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, he got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ballgame.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 84 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Carter to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
On second down, Tua. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
They'll run with Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Now Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Sanders a first down, still going. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
And New York set to take the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's a give to Carter. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to pass. Tua. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Joseph on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, it's Sanders. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jets 3. Jason Sanders to kick off line.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 42-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on second down. Tua. He finds P-Rod out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, what? All right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Richie James on the return. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the 27, Wilson. Another catch there for Waddle. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he goes out right around the 39.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack on first down, Wilson. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team make...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. He don't know no better.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On the return, it's James. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Get him. 57.
And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Running right, here's Sanders. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On first down, Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Tua.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
80 weapons. 80 weapons.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Sanders.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years Our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. In second and 10.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Tua. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Here's second and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Touchdown, Jets! Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action with Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, teammate.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one caught by Crowder. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tua sets up to pass it. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Tua going to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. It's complete to Cole. Still shedding tackles. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing.